Hi, I'm so excited to invite you to my newest coaching program, Addicted to You. And this is a group coaching program. I haven't done this in a while. I've missed it. I've missed doing group coaching. And I get that this is the time for it, given that so many of us are asking for more community, more connection, and more accountability. And so, one of the things that I would really like to invite you to when it comes to this is for you to check in with yourself about what areas of your life would really benefit from a sense of community, from other seekers, other dreamers, other weird, different people that are energetically sensitive, that are looking to make strides, build momentum and confidence in a certain area of their life. And what I'm really excited about this is that none of the people have to have a certain aim or a certain area of their life that they are looking to address, because the exercises and the tools that we will be working with are going to work with any area of your life, as long as you're willing to be vulnerable, as long as you're willing to ask questions, delve deep, and commit to being addicted to you. And what I mean by addicted to you is your conscious self, being so addicted to your success, so addicted to your joy, so addicted to your well being that you're going to get exactly what you're looking for and more. That's what I would really like to support you with. And so, how we will be doing that is by meeting twice a month for 1 hour, starting in January of 2026. This is going to be a 6 month program. So, we have two meetings each month: January, February, March, April, May, and June. And they have different themes. I'm going to read some of them out to you so you get a sense of this and just tap into the energy and of what it'll create for you to experience this with a really loving, nurturing, and empowering group. Because it's about how you show up for yourself, but also how you get to plant seeds and to inspire other people through your choices, through what you're experiencing, through what you're willing to delve into more. So in January, we'll have magical connections and illuminating gifts. We're going to be looking into connecting with your magical self, with your gifts and capacities, with what you uniquely come to this world with that maybe you've been ignoring, maybe you haven't been using as much as you would like. And then in February, we're going to go into communication. One of my favorite things to talk about. We're going to talk about communication with elegance and conscious shapeshifting. So how do you communicate with yourself, that self-talk? And also, how do you interact with, and are you quiet? What is your communication style? How does that affect your success? How does that affect you being able to move toward the things that you would like to have? And then shape shifting in a way that is very conscious and intentional so that you can modulate, you can move beyond delays, changes, blocks, so that you can not let anything stop you. And then in March, we're going to be looking at unlocking our powers and also using energetic routines. What are the rhythms and the routines that benefit us? And how can we unlock the powers that are within us, which is different than our gifts? And we're going to talk about the difference between gifts and powers. In April, we'll be looking at playing with the earth and our hidden motivations. So playing with the earth is super important because the earth is always here to contribute to us. It's always wanting to support our targets and our aims. It's always looking to give us energetic input if we're willing to listen to it. And what's important is we need to actually know what our relationship is with the earth and how we've actually been receiving messages so we can benefit from those messages even more. And then when we're looking at our hidden motivations, for many of us, there are hidden agendas, hidden motivations, things that are unseen or buried that if we're not aware of them, then can blindside us, can take us off track. And so we want to make sure that we stay on track toward the futures that we truly desire. And then May, my birthday month, I'm so excited. We're going to talk about inclusive healing and timing and time travel. I just hit me like how awesome that's going to be for me to celebrate my birthday with y'all doing that and talking about these things. This is some of my favorite stuff. So with inclusive healing, it's all about really looking at where you're hiding versus where you're healing and the difference between that and all the different ways that you can use these modalities, these different energies that you've been playing with or that we can also play with together in this coaching sessions so that you're actually including all of those things to your benefit. And with timing and time travel, we're going to look at how we're connecting and perceiving from past, present, and future, and when we will know when it's time to take action and when it will be very clear when it's not time yet. June, and this is our last month, will be all about creative action and blueprint formulation. So creative action is all going to be about where we're going to use the energies, the techniques, the tools that we've discussed over the course of all of those months in our coaching program to actually play with us, to actually execute our conscious action. And then we're going to be creating a plan, a blueprint for this last stretch. So after the coaching program's done, you're going to be walking away with a plan for what to do with the coming months afterwards versus being left floundering to do your own thing. So that's the aim for this coaching program, is to really support you in being addicted and in love with yourself, with your life, with your choices, with your capacities, and for you to be able to do this with other awesome, loving people that are going to have your back, and that with me, that I'll for sure have your back. So we start in January, and the only prerequisite is to have a deposit by December 15th to guarantee a spot. That with that deposit, then you will also complete a survey that talks about your availability, and then you start getting put into your groups and you get your schedule created so that you will be able to attend more times than not the sessions live, because the more sessions you can participate in live, the more you'll get out of it. You can always listen to all the audio recordings afterwards. There'll be a private group that you will be able to connect with your group in between sessions and talk about what's going on as well, hold each other accountable that way, maybe also including some of your home practice. So there's some different elements with that. And then we get started in January, and we get to meet the 2 times a month for the 1 hour. My hope with this is that it really shows each of us that when we show up for ourselves, other people are willing to show up for you too. But if we don't show up for ourselves, why would anyone else show up for us too? And I think a lot of people are struggling with that right now, where they're seeking community, where they're seeking connection, where they want to be, have people be held accountable, have them show up and be something that they can rely on. But we have to also be really honest with ourselves and see if we're actually willing to do that for ourselves first. And so this is a way for you to prioritize yourself. I've made this very affordable, way cheaper than my individual coaching, so that I can make it as accessible to as many people as possible. So if you've been somebody who has been interested in doing coaching with me for a while, or even if you're new to me and somebody shared this with you, that they thought that you might benefit from this community and my particular type of coaching style, which is a little bit different, let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and delve deeper and start this off, and we go from there. I'd love to join you and support you with this, and hope to get to talk to you and get to know you now and in the new year as we start this process. All right, take care. Bye for now.